gonna heal.
Let's see how to handle this.
There's one behind box running Saint. They're running up top. They're in the back. They're in their spawn. Both of them in the spawn. He's gonna res.
Enemies eliminated.
What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Umbra gameplay, and today we're going to talk about the Covert Ops, Project Saint, and game mode changes. So let's head over and check it out. So I know that this is kind of a weird combination, talking about Project Saint changes and game mode changes, but there's a lot of stuff with this Covert Ops update that I want to touch on, and some of it requires a little bit more explanation than others. And there's not a lot of Project Saint changes, and the game mode changes are substantial, but they're not like super massive changes. So I'm just going to hit them both together and kind of knock them out. So for Project Saint, weapons, pistols, gadgets, perks now have a rarity color indicator. The goal here was to give quick visual clarity on effectiveness by using widely familiar coloring. Also, in modes that are applicable, all weapons that are dropped will have a new VFX treatment denoting the quality of the weapon. So whenever you drop weapons, like in Battlezone, we already have the weapon rarity associated with the weapons. Now the weapon rarity is going to be associated with the weapons, and it feels like it's going to happen all across the board in all of the game modes. It's also going to give you an indicator in the bottom right-hand screen of the HUD so that you kind of have an idea of what kind of weapon that you actually have. So I think that that's a good indicator for people whenever they upgrade their weapons. They can see what upgrade tier that they're actually on. And then this also allows you to know what weapon, whenever you pick a weapon up or you pick a gadget or whatever up, it will, give you some idea of what the level is. Like C4 is one of the biggest ones. You don't know if it's level 1, level 2. You don't know if you've got that extra throw distance. Sometimes you overthrow it because you're not exactly sure. So this will kind of help with that. So with the game modes, I'm not really going to hit on the Battlezone changes because I'm not a huge player of Battlezone. They're still trying to figure out their whole thing, but that is what it is. They're working through that. But for Demolition, now all of the abilities will recharge in Demolition exactly as they do in respawn modes. So before in Demolition, whenever you use the Ronin knife, you use the Dema Blast, you use the Switchblade rocket launcher, that was just it. It was over. It ended right there. Now they have a cooldown and you can actually use them again. So I think that this is a very interesting change. This is going to be something that's going to take a lot of time to actually get used to, because you kind of play the rounds now based off of when utility is used, when the abilities are used, and things like that. Also, now across all of the core modes that are in the game now, you're going to start with your primary weapon. So you're not going to have to worry about purchasing a weapon right out of the gate. You're actually going to have access to whatever your preferred weapon is going to be for that character. And then of course you can go in and swap that around once you get into the match. And because of that, they're actually doing some economy adjustments since you don't actually have to purchase your weapon. So instead of having 13K starting, you're going to have 5K, and then everything scales based off of that information. And that goes for all modes, except for Team Deathmatch. Like Strikeout, you're going to start with 5K now instead of 13K, and everything scales like the way that it's supposed to. Also, in Ranked, they added Meltdown into the rotation, and they removed King of the Hill. So for Project Saint changes, I mean, it makes sense that they're actually associating the rarities with these weapons. It's one of those things that I'm kind of surprised that they didn't do earlier. It would have made sense that they incorporated this in whenever Battlezone actually released. That way people could familiarize themselves with what the actual weapon rarities are and kind of use that information to their advantage, especially in all game modes. But it's nice that they're getting around to doing it now. Maybe it'll help people out. I'm sure it'll help me out whenever I pick a gadget or something up off the ground. I kind of have an idea of how aggressive the recoil on something's going to be, or exactly what the throw distance for something's going to be, things like that. For the economy changes, the biggest one to me is demolition because I primarily play demolition, and having your abilities recharge over time, like have a cooldown, that's going to be something that's going to be very interesting, and it's going to take a little bit of time to be able to play around. I don't think it's a bad idea because like dodgeball, you still had that there, right? You still had the rechargeable abilities there. Whenever you play like King of the Hill or Strikeout or Team Deathmatch, your abilities were able to recharge then. So it's just going to take a little bit of time, but as primarily a demolition player, this is going to be a very substantial change in my opinion, especially right out of the gate. And I'm guessing that this is going to be applied to ranked as well, which is going to cause ranked to feel a little different for a little while for a lot of the players that actually love grinding the rank system out. So I think that there's some good changes here. I think that the demolition change is going to take some time, starting with your primary weapon and getting rid of the pistol round. Like, that kind of sucks. I always loved the pistol round. It kind of set the tone for how the match was going to be played. They're getting rid of that. They want people to have access to their weapons sooner. If that's the case, then just get rid of the pistols. You know, like at this point, just completely get rid of the pistols and give us something very different and interesting for our secondaries, something that could actually help us out, like more so than a pistol would. I don't know. That's just my thoughts on that. Like I always enjoyed the pistol round. The economy changes and the starting with the primary and the other game modes really isn't going to affect me because I don't really play those game modes that much, but I'm sure it's going to feel very similar as it currently does. But be sure to let me know what you think of the Project Saint and the game mode changes in the comments down below. Are you excited about the Project Saint stuff? And what are your thoughts on the demolition changes and all the game mode, adjustments that they made? Also, be sure to check the description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. And if you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Also, on Thursdays from 8 p.m. until 11 p.m. Central Time, I will be streaming here on YouTube doing some Rogue Company custom games. So if you're interested, please feel free to stop by and hang out. And then also on Sundays from 10 a.m. until we get tired, my wife and I will be doing some BioShock 2 streaming. And then once we finish that up, we will be transitioning into BioShock Infinite. So if you're available, don't have anything to do on a Sunday, please feel free to stop by and get a little chat in. Thanks for watching.
They juked. Ooh, damn, son. Got shots.
Lethal out.
Oh, yes.
Really?
What?
Ow.
Dude, as soon as you threw that, I was like, oh, this is perfect. And nothing.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I thought she was putting it down on Corey. And then,
I heard it go off, and I was like, I thought the fuck I was fighting goddamn RPG bitch.
Well, they went to A. I just saw Kestrel cut.
Yeah, one's in the middle there.
Let's see how they handle this.
I don't see him.
Who's right here?
Right here. Someone's back here. Arbitrator right here, fucking bitch ass motherfucker. He's running back. Possibly just go for a res.
Enemies have been wiped out. Bomb dropped. I have the bomb.
Just kidding, guys. Somebody's here on A. They're like behind, they're behind the truck.
Yeah, I
One
see
behind the
him.
truck.
Yeah.
Let's see how they handle this.
Arbitrate that, bitch. She's crawling back.
Ooh, dude, damn! Saint just he got it. They're up.
Lethal out.
Oh, get me out of the fire. No way, dude. That's some sussy ass shit. Oof. Going for the revive.
Crushed us.
He got fast.
Okay. a hill.
Let's see how
All
they
right.
handle this.
There's one behind box running Saint. They're running up top. They're in the back. They're in their spawn. Both of them in the spawn. He's gonna res.
Enemies eliminated.
Fuck you, pole. God.
I like how they lower the sniper damage down to 60 now.
Right, nobody's here. I'm planting.
I'm planting the bomb.
They're transitioning. Oh, they're transitioning over. Trenches at least. Saint's still sitting on me.
In the door. Door open.
God damn it. Yeah, right here.
Quickly.
They're right here too.
They're both right there.
Oh. All three.
Oh my god. What fucking shots are those?
He just got three.
That all of a sudden, didn't they?
Yeah, he just got 3 downs all in one round, I think, right?
Yeah, that would do it. I love how sometimes these shots don't hit.
Up here. But there's one and fucking I'm going down.
The drone is done.
I'm dead. I'm dead, bro.
What are they shooting in here?
Lethal out.
Nasty head glitch, huh? There we go.
Oh!
Yeah, he was going for they're going for the res, yeah.
You all made that look easy.
Where's he at? In here?
Yeah. Fucking dummy. I downed him, let him get the res, downed him again.
Yeah.
Get rid of that fucking drone.
You downed him and you were dancing while he was getting rezzed.
Yeah, right. The fuck out, dude.
What was crazy was that motherfucker up top.
Yeah.
You couldn't see him, but they could shoot past those steps there, and it's like, how?
Yeah, I know. That was a good game, though. Fuck them, you know?
It was a good game.